I will bring this brother to the light by the end of this. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the BhavCast. Today I got comedian and one of the co-hosts of Chai GPT. Please welcome Usman Habib.
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh,
Happy to
nothing
be
much. Thank you for coming, bro.
Yeah. Let's unite the nation.
Yes, connecting the Browns, baby.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, you saw the Olympics recently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pakistan on top, bro.
Oh, that really that hurt me.
How come Pakistan and India we're only good at like the same sports?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just us two and Indonesia with javelins, dude.
Yeah, we like to shoot.
Yeah.
We like to throw things.
Yep.
And what else have we won in?
I think that's about it, bro.
Yeah, just shooting
That's
and throwing, man.
I think the javelin last Olympics
Was our guy.
was your first gold.
Yeah, I know his name here. Let me turn back a couple pages and respect these brown athletes, man. Our guy, our Indian guy was fucking Neeraj Chopra.
Yeah. That's also like a famous actor, dude. They all got the same. It's Gujaratis, right? You're Gujarati.
Yeah.
Come on, the Patels.
Yeah, and then your guys was Arshad Nadeem.
Nadeem,
Yes, Nadeem.
Bro. Dude, that dude was inspirational, bro. He was like, I think a farmer's
son of a construction worker.
Okay, yeah. And, bro, he literally went around. He didn't have a fresh javelin for the Olympics. He had to go fundraise for the javelin, bro.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so crazy. And you know what his dream was? He wanted to be a cricket player.
Of course, everybody wants to be a cricket player, dude. That's every engineer in the world wanted to be a cricket player. Bro. That's how it is.
And his dad was like, "No, you are going to throw the pipe."
Yeah. He's like, you have to do something. That's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, man. Did you watch anything else in the Olympics?
Honestly, I was really intrigued by the sprinting.
Okay.
The sprinting is dope, dude.
Just like running fast?
Yeah, you watch the sprinting?
Yeah, I mean, occasionally I'll tune in.
Yo, there's this show on Netflix called Sprint.
Okay.
And they covered like maybe like a year documentary or whatever of like the sprinters, women's and men's.
Uh-huh.
Bro, the drama.
Yeah.
The drama is intense, dude.
Tell me about it.
And it's really good. So like sprinting, like the sprint athletes, like the dudes, they want to be recognized as like superstars, just like basketball players and just like whatever, right?
Yeah.
So the main like the king of sprinting right now, Noah Lyles, talks so much shit.
Oh.
He said something about the NBA. He's like, "Oh, you see the NBA? They saying they're world champions. World champions?
Yeah.
The NBA is not of the world. It is of America. You are the champions of America. How dare you say world?" He's like, "We are all here, like people from all over the country, all different countries. We are world champions."
Yeah.
So he started some beef, and then now he backed it up though.
Mm-hmm.
He backed it up.
He won like third or something, right? Or second?
He won first in the 100 meter.
Okay.
Then in the 200 meter, which is like new for him, he won. I think he got third place, but he had COVID.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw this article.
Yeah.
Now that you told the story, I know who you're talking about.
Yes.
And
He's a drama queen.
Yeah, he is. But guess what? He actually was kind of he shot himself in the foot because Team USA won gold.
Yeah. Well, he got gold for his 100 meter.
Yeah.
So he's a 100 meter sprinter.
Yeah.
He just it was like it's like, you know how fighters go up a weight class?
Yeah.
That's what he did with 200.
No, I get that, but
Okay.
the way he's shitting on basketball for
Yeah,
being
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you guys aren't world, and then they go ahead.
They are. Now those guys are. Yeah, legit.
Like Steph Curry, dude. I was watching like compilations of Steph Curry in like the second to last game, and the thing is, I loved it because our team was like losing real bad because how many egos were on the court,
bro?
Right? Like they all wanted to be that guy.
Yeah.
And they started losing to Serbia, dude. And then fucking they all dropped their egos, started working as a team. Curry was splashing these.
Bro, over doubles, bro. So I think that the one play I saw, he had a double team. He just threw that. He didn't even shoot it.
He just kind of shucked it.
And it's just like bang, bang. I was like, oh my goodness, bro.
Dude, you grew up loving basketball.
I played ball for 20 years.
Yeah. I saw some Instagram videos and like, what position did you play? I didn't play much organized basketball, but like I've seen enough.
Yeah, so I played point guard.
That's which guy?
The main, basically the QB of basketball.
Okay, hell yeah.
So basically, I grew up. I was super short, super skinny. Grew up with only black people.
Yeah.
right? Like that's one thing we'll talk about. Like we're complete opposites. Like you had a very white upbringing. I had a very black upbringing.
Yeah.
So I grew up hooping, and then in college I just hit my growth spurt. So now I'm a 6-foot point guard, and it was awesome. I went to Temple for undergrad.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, like some of the players on the team I would play with once in a while, like we work out with, whatever. And I just got really freaking good at basketball, dude.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like that's my jam for sure.
Who's your? Do you keep up with the NBA?
I try to, but a lot of the recent years I haven't been very interested. It's just like a little boring. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Where did you grow up?
So I grew up all over the U.S. I was born in Pakistan. Then I moved to New York. I lived like 20 blocks from Jackson Heights.
Okay.
And then I lived in Brooklyn and Queens. I lived in Kansas. Lived a couple places in Wisconsin. I lived in New Jersey, PA.
Shit.
And then when I finally came to when I was 17, I got signed as a runway model.
Oh.
And I moved out of my parents' house into Philly.
Yeah.
When I was like a young buck.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, how old are you?
32.
32. Okay, yeah. So I'm 30. I asked you where you lived because then I was trying to look for sports loyalty, and I guess you're.
Philly.
But you said you first moved to like upstate New York, right?
No, not upstate Brooklyn. But I still Philly is where I was the longest.
Yeah, but no, it's javelin. That's it.
Now it's javelin. Forget football, basketball. I'm committed to javelin.
Yeah, you gotta start thinking about global competitions
Hell
now.
Yeah, dude. Come on, man. You know what I was thinking though, legit. Like since I come from Pakistan, like it's a smaller country. There's got to be something I can register for the Olympics.
Yeah.
You saw the breakdancing stuff? If they can do that.
I can actually breakdance better than that woman.
Yeah, let me get my ticket, bro. Let me at least. Where's the next one? I think. But the thing is, the next one's in like freaking
L.A.
That's whack.
What? Yeah, it is. That's gonna be. They're going. You know when the Chinese people came to L.A. and they cleaned up it real good, like real quick.
Yeah.
They're gonna do that again.
They're gonna do that again.
Yeah, of course. You know, like. You're going to have the global games around there and you're going to fucking have homeless?
Nah, you're going to clean that shit up for sure.
Wait,
that's what Philly does too. As soon as Philly has some important people coming in, it just, it's messed up.
Philly's had like the president and Kamala come like fucking 4 times this year.
Bro.
It's too much. It causes so much traffic. It makes me want to kill myself.
Bro, let's not even get into that. I hate politics. I hate every politician right now.
Yeah.
With a passion.
Yeah, I mean, our politics has been trash for so long, man. And now that someone has poorly tried to attempt, or maybe this was an inside job, try to kill Trump, it's gonna be it's a whole crazy thing. I'm gonna live stream the debate and do it on the BhavCast.
As you should, bro. we are such desi uncles that we're talking to we're 5 minutes in, we're already on politics. Like that's not good.
Yeah, I know, but it's all right. We're not a big politics podcast anyway. But like, yo, let me ask you something. Since you played basketball for 20 years, do they play basketball a lot in Pakistan?
No, not really, bro.
So were you playing over there?
No, so I moved here when I was super young. I moved here when I was like 5.
And then you just as soon as you touched America, you picked up a basketball?
No, bro. No. No, like I grew up like people around me were playing. I'm always like, it was like playground time. Like we grew up in the 90s. So like, it was common to just parents take us to the playground and we play whatever is available.
Yes.
Now it's like, dude, my nephew was like, oh, you have to have your basketball shoes to go play basketball and you have to have your soccer shoes.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, we just went to the park and played whatever. If someone had a soccer ball, guess what? It's soccer time. Someone had a basketball. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. You didn't think about that kind of stuff. So I just grew up playing, like, just playing.
Yeah.
But I just picked up organized basketball in middle school.
Right. As we all do. When the school allowed. Did you play an instrument in school?
I did.
What was it?
Trumpet. Dude. I was mean. No, dude. I think literally, I think they gave me trumpet because I think they thought I was. And they're like, "Dude, 3 buttons. Let's just give this kid the 3-button instrument." Because everything else was really confusing, and I'm pretty sure they thought I was a little slow. So.
Yeah. Well, is it? Well, did you? Okay, this is great because like you speak a second language.
I do.
What is it?
Urdu,
nice. And then, so is that technically, like, would you say that is your first language and then English is your second language?
Well, that's why I always joke about that. Actually, I have a joke about that, about how like people assume that English is my second language.
Yeah.
But it's actually my first language. like the national language of Pakistan is English.
Yeah.
But our native tongue is Urdu.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So like my parents taught me Urdu, but like our schools and everything, English is very common.
So when you think about first language though, where do you actually learn your first language? That's like kind of like how I used to think the same way. Like, oh yeah, my first language is English, and then my second language is Gujarati. Maybe a little bit of French, maybe a little bit of Hindi.
Yeah.
But I'm like, nah, I think my first language is actually
Gujarati.
Yeah, and then I'm like, now if I fuck up some grammar in real life, I'm like, nah, dude, I actually,
ESL, yeah, bro, I play the ESL card all the time. Yeah.
Did you have to take it? I had to take it.
I took it. Yeah.
And I was like, bro, I'm born here.
Yeah, that's the messed up part. I at least like I'm an immigrant. That's fine. Okay, you just got here from Pakistan. You were born here. They put you in ESL. That's hilarious.
Yeah, dude. Dude,
that's so funny.
Tell me what that was like coming over here. Like, what was the culture shock? Man. What was that?
We were so poor.
Yeah.
Like,
what did your parents first do or something?
So like my dad, he did like importing and exporting like goods, like clothing, like jeans and T-shirts. And stuff like that. Because there's a huge wholesale market in New York, he would basically work on that stuff, but it wasn't like lucrative or fancy at all back in the day. My mom, when we first got here, actually used to clean toilets, bro.
Oh, cleaning.
Yeah, like at a gas station in Brooklyn, dude.
That's a tough
one. We
one.
lived in a 1-bedroom apartment with 7 people. So the 5 kids, we live in one room, and my parents sleep in the living room.
Yeah.
But like in Pakistan, we have like our families, our homes. Like we had like a really good living. So then to come here and with one suitcase, because the funny thing is my mom didn't know we were moving here. We were literally on the plane. My mom's like, all right, so how long are we going for? And my dad's like, forever. What are you talking about? And she's like, I just literally did the dishes, packed a bag, and brought them to the airport. Like, we're moving, and we were moved permanently from that forward. It was just like that.
That is such a hard move by your dad, but so insane, dude.
Yeah, well, I can't get into it too much, but we were actually refugees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot more story behind it, but it was basically we had to get here. And then my dad we got here, and we literally just stayed at the airport. And then my dad would go and talk to cabbies. He's like, oh, where can I look for a place to live? Bro, a cabbie took us and was like, oh, yeah, you can go look for a place to live in Manhattan. My dad's like, okay, take us there. We get to Manhattan, and we realize we cannot live here. Nobody can afford this. What is this? So then we go back to LaGuardia and then try to find a place on there. I think we lived on like the second floor of someone's house or rented a room, or I don't know how my parents did it, bro. It was like nuts. Yeah.
Isn't it crazy, like, the hustle of those immigrant parents?
So, bro, the hustle is nuts, man.
And sometimes, I feel bad now. Like, we didn't, like at least me, like, when I was little, like, you didn't give them enough credit for what they actually did. Now you're, like, fucking... You ever see, like, some Indian kids on, like, social media? They're like, oh, fuck my parents. They don't get it. Oh, la, 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 la.
Bro, every one of them deserves a fist, bro. All you fucking kids deserve a fist.
It's like, and man, like, imagine how hard that must have been,
Bro, we're looking for houses right now, my wife and I.
Yeah.
And like closest grocery stores, like school districts, all this stuff that you take in mind. They didn't know any of that.
Yeah.
They were just like, let's go, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Another as wild. Didn't speak the language that well, right? Like, yeah, I don't know. It's tough, bro. And you can't curse them out. You can't talk shit. Come on.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
It's like, and then they just sit in there and like, but they want to give you like a luxurious life compared to what they have. And obviously they do. Yeah. But then sometimes they look at you and they're like, oh, why is this kid like this?
Yeah.
It's like, brother, you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, see, that's the thing. It's the funniest thing is like childhood trauma, wokeness. Bro, could you imagine going to your parents and be like, Papa, you really hurt my feelings when I was 5 years old. Like, what? Yo, my dad would kick me in the face, dude. What? I hurt my feelings?
When you're in elementary school, they teach you iMessage or like an I feeling statement.
Yeah.
I feel sad when you... I wrote my dad one of those.
No way,
and
dude.
gave it to him. but I didn't even give it to him. I kind of just like put it next to him, and then maybe an hour later, I was like, "Dad, did you read that note?" And he was like, "No."
Of course not, dude.
And then he went to bed.
What? He's got to work and TV to take care of, bro. That's hilarious.
Yeah, dude. They don't
understand that, bro.
Yeah, but they love out of doing things for you.
Yeah. Yo, you know what's hilarious?
Yeah.
I was talking to my it was my mom, my dad, and me and my wife, and we were in the elevator they live in an apartment complex, and we were going down the elevator, and I was like, Dad, do you remember how much you used to beat us? Right? That's what I asked my dad. I was like, remember how you used to beat us? He looked at me. He goes, I never even put a hand on you. Bro, I looked at my mom. My mom looked at my wife. We all looked at each other and just started laughing. And my dad's like, what? I was like, are you kidding me? You never put a hand on us? Are you nuts, dude? They deny it adamantly, bro. I'm like, there's no way all 5 of us had the same experience of getting beat.
Yeah, deny. That's
it. I like, because I see him with their grandchildren. I'm like, where was this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, oh, we treated you that way. I was like, no, you did not, son. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's so beautiful. Did they pressure you to become like a doctor or anything? What was the gimmick?
No, bro.
For Pakistanis.
For me personally.
Oh yeah.
Like my older siblings told me, like, they came together and were like, came to the understanding that I was gonna be the bum of the family, and they're all gonna have to take care of me. Bro, I was such a bad student. I was terrible student in high school, terrible student, like all the way up to college, and then eventually I went to grad school. Like before college, they didn't think I was gonna go to college. Like they're like, this guy just wants to try to go to the NBA, wants to play basketball the rest of his life. I used to play outside like 8 to 10 hours a day.
Yeah,
I was like.
Wasn't that time beautiful?
Amazing. It was just the best thing ever. My GPA was like 2.1. It was awful.
So you really struggled with school as well.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really struggled with it too.
Right?
I just tiptoed my way through.
That's it. Like, I never in my life got better than a C in math.
Same.
I didn't take any of the difficult sciences because I didn't care to.
Yeah.
I never cared for medicine. I went to school for liberal arts.
So even when you're in college, they're not like, Usman, become doctor.
No, they didn't. My parents didn't care at all, bro.
That's so.
My parents, like, I gotta say this about them. They are incredible in that sense.
Yeah.
Well, one, my oldest brother, he was the first one to go into college, so they didn't know anything about college, and they didn't know what to study or what's in demand jobs. They didn't know any of that stuff.
What is the family tree like? How many? Because you sound like you have more than 3, maybe, or 3.
5. So we're 5.
Yeah.
So I have 2 older brothers, an older sister, and a younger sister. And my older brother went to school and thought he figured himself whatever he wanted. He ended up doing journalism. Right. My second oldest brother actually went to the med school route.
Yeah.
Was a really good student. Got into med school. And then right before, like literally, I feel like it was like the week of or the day of before he was supposed to fly out to his med school, he decided not to go.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
He's like, it's not for me.
So close.
And then he started working, and he was doing great. Became a scientist. He worked at Merck.
Okay, close. That's close.
Yeah. My sister was the closest one to a doctor. She became a PA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Physician's assistant.
Yes.
I don't really know what they do differently, but that's excellent for her. She's good for her.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's great. And then I went a completely different route.
Yeah.
I went to education, and now I work in tech. So
yeah. And then you said you had a little one, right?
Yeah, I have a younger sister.
What's she doing?
So she's she grew up a little special needs.
Oh, okay.
Not a little special needs. She is special needs. That's a weird thing to be like. Yeah, there's a little bit of that. You like salt baked some autism on her.
No, I love that.
That's not. No, she's schizobipolar. And she's got a couple of conditions that.
I feel like I can be schizophrenic and bipolar at times, and manic.
They're like. Growing up watching my little sister be schizobipolar is probably the darkest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, it is one of the hardest things for parents, family members. It is nuts. It's like next level. And it was very difficult for her. Like, she finally just finished her undergrad.
Yeah.
She's married. She's living her best life. But like whatever she did, we'd be proud of. We're just happy that she's doing better and she's getting healthy. So
I love that, man. I love that big family. And let's get into this part. So you're done college. Now you're getting into modeling.
Yeah. No, I started modeling before college.
Okay, so which is like the first entertainment, like, cause you did it all. I kind of went through. You did like acting, modeling, walking on a runway model. I have a funny question about that.
Yes.
Then you did like stand up. You did voiceover for like a rap. You know what I mean? So pretty much, I think you've dinged it all. And so, which one did you start with? And I think which one is the most important one to you?
Bro, the funniest thing. So when I was 16, I started taking like private acting classes, and my passion of like acting and performing was always there. My older brother used to be in community theater, so I used to work at the theater when I was like just a kid.
Yeah.
And we grew up watching Bollywood, so that was like a very much like, oh, I want to be, you know.
Yeah.
And then when I was 17, I signed with a modeling agency in Philadelphia.
Yeah. That's why you came.
That's why I ended up coming here for school. And I was always, so 17 is when I graduated high school. So I like straight out of basically high school, I started modeling. And at first it was, oh, this is so cool, you know, doing runway, working with designers, doing photo shoots. Like it was all cool, and there was a learning curve for sure. But then I just slowly started tiptoeing into acting. Then they had me doing more acting auditions, and then I changed agencies. And then acting became a real big deal for me. I've worked with Sigourney Weaver. I've worked with Harrison Ford. I worked with Liam Hemsworth.
Whoa! That's the only name I know. What'd you do with him?
So he was doing a movie called Paranoia in 2013.
Okay.
In Philly.
Nice.
And so my agents were able to get me an audition with them, and I had 2 roles, like basically like featured extra roles, in that movie, and I got to meet him and hang out and talk, and it was cool. And being that young, you're like, yo, like this is it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then time went on, bro, and then I was writing, and I met Kevin Hart.
Whoa.
Yeah, and Kevin was like, yo, you should start getting into stand-up comedy. And I was like, how? He's like, find a local club, figure out an open mic, get in there, get in the clubs, and work on your craft.
Yeah.
So I was like, no problem. So then I started just hanging out Helium, and then Helium back in the day, I don't know if you remember that back in the day used to have a thing called writer's block.
I do remember that, but I never went.
You never went to it? Okay.
Yeah.
So Shane Gillis and all those guys used to work writer's block because they were past there. So you would basically go through your jokes with them, write jokes with them. Like my first joke I ever wrote was with Shane.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and it was like such a weird but cool introduction into like the community or whatever.
That's what I think it more is. It's like community time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then from there just started doing stand up, bro. And it's been a whirlwind, because now I'm able to, where I am in my career now, I still model. Like I do stuff for like Revzilla, all this motorcycle stuff. I do stuff I just shot the UPenn bookstore.
Yeah.
Like, I still do those kind of modeling gigs. I'm still doing acting stuff. My agent's still sending me over scripts and stuff for different TV shows. Like there's shows on Hulu, Netflix, and stuff that come out that I've auditioned for roles.
I love that.
Which is sick. But then at the same time, I have my own voice, and I go do stand-up comedy. And I'm producing this show, Halal Hilarity.
Yeah.
Which is like a Muslim international showcase.
Yeah, which I've been to. It's a great show.
Yeah, we sold out again.
Yeah.
At Helium, and now we're on a full national tour.
I love that.
Yeah, I was talking to a bunch of bookers on the West Coast today. I can't say what clubs, but we're lining up, man. We're ready to go.
No, dude, that's so cool. And also, it's like you don't have to be a Muslim to go to this show. Like, sure, some of the jokes I didn't get, but then after like 4 bars later, then I kind of got it.
Yeah.
And you know, like, you know what joke really killed me, dude? I will forever remember this. It was like she was that very light-skinned woman on the show.
Yasmin, yeah.
Yeah, and she basically said like, "Oh, I married, I think like just an Arab guy because I wanted my life to be harder."
Yeah.
She's like a lot of like fair-skinned Arab girls. Like if they go, you know, they'll just come to America and they'll get like an easy man. She's like, "No, I wanted to know my culture or something." Like, and I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, bro. She's a superstar. Like if you know her, superstar, dude. She has such a huge following, a genuine following, and she's good people.
Yeah. I think that's what it's about. Like, you know, trying to like eventually just come up with that good, authentic material, and like you live. I think your comedy gets better as you live more life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and she's like, you can tell she's like a grown woman. You know, I'm like a child up there. I just have this mullet.
No, you're not a child, bro. You got, bro,
a man child.
you got so many experiences that I think you can pull from. I just think you haven't dug deep enough.
Yeah, sometimes when I dig, Usman, sometimes when I dig really deep, it's too much for the people. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think sometimes you need to go to like New York and some other places a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
hear you.
I need to get out more, but
I hear you.
We're just conquering some TheBhavCast stuff.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you're doing your thing, bro.
Trying. But so out of all these careers, which is you think your most favorite that you love to do?
It has to be stand up, dude. Like I will go through so much crap just for 10 minutes on stage.
Yeah.
And to me, I think about that. I'm like, what am I doing, bro? I'm sitting upstairs in a dingy bar for an hour and a half to get 4 minutes with people who don't care that I'm here. And you have to love it if you're going to do that, right? There's no way in hell if I was telling you, like, oh, you're going to be freaking in this commercial, but you have to wait an hour and a half, and you may or may not have anybody behind the camera when you get there. It's like, people are like, what the hell? Like, why am I doing this?
Oh, wow.
With stand-up, though,
sometimes
the pay is there's no pay.
No pay.
You were literally, it's like the worst thing you could sign up for.
Yeah.
But if you love it, it's the best thing you could do.
Yeah, why is that? Why do we like this? Like, people often do say, public speaking is one of the most scariest thing apparently for people to do.
Yeah.
And like, this is like, I just, like there'll be nights where I just get trash and throw one away.
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean? Like, to like a person that's like feared of public speaking, like, why does this not affect us like that?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, maybe you're different than me, but I was shit scared.
Of comedy or public speaking?
Of public speaking for the longest time. The reason I got into runway fashion, like doing runway, was because I was self-conscious. I was like, the only way for me to get over this is to just go out there and walk as if I'm the most confident person in the world. Being a man, you have to look manly, and when inside, I don't feel that at all, right? So stand-up comedy was the same thing, where I was like, I hate speaking to people. I slur my words all the time because I do speak or do a lot. And so how can I like articulate funny thoughts and have that reflect in an audience was the hardest thing for me. Eventually it became easier, and now it's like, well, I mean, I don't even,
Yeah, you're real smooth with it. You know what I mean?
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, when I was watching your set at your last Halal Hilarity, I was like, wow, you're so smooth, And I'm just like, it's like sometimes I want to be smooth, but then sometimes I want to be rugged. It's like, ugh.
Yeah. You can't be. I mean, you have a mullet, dude.
But you know where it's at right now, Usman? I'll tell you what. If I can slick this part back now, and it goes very smoothly with the side, and I can do like a suave.
You could do it.
I suavelet.
You're a good-looking guy, bro. Do it. Run it, man.
Yo, it's because I wasn't always a good-looking guy.
That's how all of us are. that's how all Dissies are, bro. Like, as babies, we're kind of cute. Some of us little. Okay, be honest. And then
the really hairy ones.
Yeah, and then young kids, bro. Like, our mustaches begin to give us a shadow at the age of like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And then we are just disgusting until 17, 18. And then either we become, we're going to age disgusting, or we beautify.
Yeah.
Like that's how we mold, bro.
Yeah, and I really sympathize for our women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they have the roughest middle stage, but then now as I get older, I'm like, damn, Indian women are really fine because they all look good, and I'm like, I look good, and I was like, oh, this all makes sense.
This all makes sense. Yeah, it's like, we all share the 5 o'clock shadow age, like from like 6 to like 13. Boy or girl, bro.
Yeah.
The hair matters, But yeah.
Dude, that's kind of crazy. Like one thing I went through that you probably never went through was like I had this like so you came from Pakistan, so it's like I had this like weird fucking like whitewash thing here. Like I was almost like in elementary school like intimidated, or sometimes they were mean to me, like the Indian kids. And it was some of them even lived here, you know what I mean?
ABCD.
Yeah, like ABCD. That's where it ends, right? American born, confused, Desi. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
but, yeah. I mean, I spoke Gujarati and everything, so it was, yeah, haruche.
We probably sound Japanese to people. They're like, "Oh, they're speaking Japanese."
Yeah, it really came out. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, that was really good. You really got it at me because sometimes people are like tell me something and it has to be like
conversational.
Yeah, conversational, and also like like the word vasan or like vesan. There's like one that's addiction and one that's like dishes.
Oh. That's funny.
Like my mom would always use that, like, oh, tari basa bowl vasa and shit, or like vesan, and I'd be like, oh, and
that's
then
so funny because we have basin, which is like sink.
Yeah. But like sometimes I'd be like, you have like no vasan, but you have like back problems. So, and then she'd be like, oh, but you said sink.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, don't correct me right now, Mom. I'm trying to lecture your ass.
That's so funny.
Yeah, man. I get sad that like Spanish is so well known. Because do you feel like you can go out there with your family, talk Urdu, and like you guys can still be secretive?
Yeah, very much so, dude. Unless you're in Europe or the Middle East or in Asia.
Yeah.
But in America, yeah, you could definitely still be secret for sure.
Yeah.
I speak to my wife in Urdu all the time, dude.
All
the time.
Life hack.
And most of the time, we're just saying stupid shit to each other.
Yeah.
like she's calling me the names or something.
Yeah.
But that's the best, dude. You can smile, and start talking shit to each other.
Exactly. I feel bad for Spanish people because they be out there now, and everybody knows Spanish. And it's basically like, bruh, I apologize.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
what are
like,
you gonna call me, dude? You know the best part of the so like my wife found out that I knew German 5 years into our marriage.
Wow.
And the way she found out was we were in Italy and we were at we were in like Tuscany, like whatever, right? And there was this older couple to the side there, and they were speaking German.
Yeah.
And my wife was there. I was like, "Hey, come here for a second." We went over there, and I went over to the older couple. I was like, "Hallo, wie geht's Sie?" And my wife looked at me, and she's like, "Who the hell are you?" Like out of nowhere, speak a language she didn't even freaking knew I know how to speak.
That's hot.
That's the dope thing you can do with Urdu.
Yeah.
And Gujarati. Gujarati, I think, still is a little bit more rare because Hindi and Urdu, like everybody knows that.
You think? That's how whitewash uncultured I am.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know I didn't know really other people were Gujarati except Patels.
Bro,
I was so
everybody is Gujarati unless proven otherwise. like that's how it is, bro.
That's like I really know. Like people ask me, like, all right, you can answer these questions for me.
Yeah.
Yo, where is Gujarat in India?
Gujarat?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the northwest.
Okay, northwest. Thank you.
I don't know for a fact. We should Google it.
Okay, just like
Google it. Gujarat, because we have a Gujarat area too. I don't know if it's pretty sure it's northwest.
Yeah, hold on. Because, like people will say like the South, are you from the South, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, I always tell them,
Pretty sure Gujarat's in the north.
Hold on, Guju.
It's huge, by the way.
Is it? See, that's like in magnitude. I was getting made fun of at work the other day because people were it's like people were trying to name all the states. So will we consider that northwest? So west for sure.
Yeah, that's northwest.
But
good, yeah.
Okay, so that's not mid. This is mid then.
That's mid.
Whatever this state is.
Yeah.
All right.
India is way too racist to have a mid. There's a north and a south.
Okay.
There's no mid.
Yeah. All right, fine. I come from a what else do you know about Gujarat? Are you're so
Gujus, for short, Gujju.
Yeah.
They're known for being business people.
Nice.
Yeah, they're known for being very cheap.
Yes, business.
Yeah, business, exactly. So, dudes, there's a Gujarati dude that I used to work with who used to make so much money.
So much
money, bro. But he used to he lived in an apartment with like 5 dudes. In a 2-bedroom apartment, 5 dudes. One, it was crazy. And he would penny pinch everything and make, like, I'm talking like good 6 figures.
Yeah.
And then what he ended up doing, COVID hit, bro. He went back to India, worked remote, outsourced his job, picked up 2 other contracts, right?
He was one of those guys.
Yeah, outsourced those locally. Didn't work. Made double the money that he did in America.
He's so smart.
Gujaratis, bro. He's so smart.
I'm like, why didn't I get that part of the gene? I got some
Yeah.
part of the Gujarati gene that's like, oh, you need to make people happy. You know what I mean?
No. But you still have it because, bro, you still edit all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you still know how to work editing software, and you have nothing to do with software. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Think about that. That's wild, bro.
Yeah, I always say I have like a liberal arts degree or whatever this would be.
Do you have a degree?
Yeah, I'm an industrial engineer. I went to Penn State.
Bro, that is legit. You're still an engineer, man.
That's not a doctor, though. I tell you what.
Bro, dude, being a doctor sucks.
It does. Dude, my whole thing was 4 year. Like, they gave me all these options, and I like engineering is just the least amount of school.
Yeah.
4 years in and out, bam, bam, and.
But dude, doctors, I see like 4 years med school, hard undergrad.
Yeah.
4-year med school, then 3-year residency. Then a fellowship if they want to do a specialty.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, bro, by the time you start working, like, that's nuts, man.
You're 32.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
It's nuts, dude. I couldn't do it. Plus, I'm just not smart enough, dude.
Yeah. Wait, did you?
I'm okay admitting that.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't. I thought I knew things, but now I know nothing.
No, nothing.
And I feel like I gaslighted my whole life.
That's it.
Now I'm letting life come to me as a sponge.
You're officially Hindu, bro.
Yeah. Wait, did you grow up like Hindu?
No, I'm Muslim.
Muslim. Oh, right. My bad.
Yeah.
I got so confused. You knew so much about Gujus. I
dude,
thought for a second. Right.
So I actually have.
Yeah, wait, hold on. That's so fucked up because you were literally trying to tell me earlier, I'm going to convert you.
I will bring this brother to the light by the end of this. Stay tuned. By the end of it, at the end of the episode, after that, you gotta cut and then look into the camera and say Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, and that's a really hard word for me to even say.
Can you say? We'll work through this.
Go ahead.
Say asa
lama
laikum.
Oh, laikum. Oh, that's easy.
Yeah,
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, look into the camera and say that.
Assalamu alaikum.
Boom. Now that edit of me pointing there, and then that needs to come right after it.
Okay, wait. Let's just do it live. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, so how do we do it? You point and then I say it, or I say it and then you point?
No. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna bring this guy to the light.
Yeah.
And then I look over and you look at the camera.
Okay, go.
All right, I'm gonna bring Bhavik to the light and convert him to Islam.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Boom. Bro, actually to become Muslim, you have to say the Shahada.
Yeah,
right?
I believe it, dude. There's a list of things.
No, all you have to do. No, there's no list.
Oh,
there's
shit.
no list. All you have to be a Muslim. All you have to do is believe in one God. That's it.
It's really easy.
You have to believe in one God, and then you have to say the words Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammadan rasulullah, which means I bear witness that God is only one, and that Muhammad is his messenger.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you have to say, and you're Muslim.
Yeah, I love that.
You want to try it?
Nah, because I'm already, maybe,
No, I'm just kidding. You can't, even if you were to say it, if the intention is there, it doesn't. I'm just joking.
I know, but it's not really for me. It's my mom. You know.
Yeah.
So she watches.
The fear of mom is worse than the fear of God, dude. What?
You know Scott Bigos at all? Cheese Parade guy.
I don't know.
He's just a local guy around here. But he literally was on the BhavCast, and he was like, towards the end, he was like, "Oh, dude, like that's because of your mom." And he was like, "Oh, I'm seeing." Yeah, dude. Is your mom a big fear in your life? Or was as a child?
Not like a fear. Fear of disappointment.
And did your dad instill the fear of God in you?
Yeah, my dad was like the physical fear.
Okay.
Bro, my dad was so scary.
Okay.
My dad was one of the toughest dudes I've ever met in my life. There was a time in my father's life where he got stranded in the desert, had to sleep under his Range Rover for 2 days until a random caravan came by. Like, my father has done things in his life which I'm like, how are you so freaking tough, right?
He slept under this caravan for 2 days, and then he fucking went to Paris through a javelin fucking
My dad.
and won the Olympics.
Dude, my dad was a horse jockey, bro.
Yeah, I believe it.
My dad's okay. This is something weird. My dad is 5'6". My mom is 4'11".
Wow.
Yeah,
you got some good height on you.
Yeah, my sisters are 5'5", 5'2".
What's your grandpa?
My grandfather, I don't remember. He passed away. Yeah.
Yeah, he might be the tall one.
He was like 5'8", I want to say.
Wow.
Yeah, like it wasn't crazy. Like nobody in my family was like crazy tall.
Oh.
I'm just 6 feet, which is like, what's up? Like this is cool.
I hate you,
Dude, my oldest brother was 5'9". My other brother was 5'7". They used to beat me up all the time. And I told him, I was like, one day I'm gonna be taller than you.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna see. And
Yeah.
bro, I like 2 summers later, I had my brothers in headlocks, bro. That's how it goes.
Allah was watching out for you.
Allah was watching for you. Stay tuned.
Dude, I kind of have one of those moments with my sister because she's 7 years older than me.
Okay.
So sometimes she would like kind of like weigh me down.
Yeah,
you know, and don't get me wrong, it's like she's a girl. She's not like that heavy compared to me. Like I'm getting a little chubby child.
Yeah.
And then one day my dad was like filming it on the TV, little fucking hand camcorder.
Yeah, camcorder, yeah.
And fucking, I was like, no, not on tape. This is family tape. And I got up, and you could see it in her eyes, like, oh, my reign is over. She ran upstairs, and I looked at the camera. I did something stupid, like me or something.
Yeah.
But nah,
that's funny.
Yeah, dude, taking revenge is the sweetest victory.
Sure. Sure, bro. Use ESL ass pull that out somehow.
That was as it was coming out. I was like,
Yeah. You're like, oh god, I better get the next word right. It's either victory or vagina, but something's coming out of my mouth.
I was like, that's money.
That's so funny. That was great. Good job, dude. I'm proud of you. You ever find yourself? I do that. Find myself on stand up doing all the time. Like I know my thoughts are coming, and my brain already knows. But part of my brain is like, "Yo, you about to say something stupid?"
Yeah, sometimes like, okay, dude, you do this as a comic all the time, and I do this. I did this recently, like at the Music Fest, and it pissed me off because, like, all right, I have a set list. I'm doing the set list,
right,
and then things are going, and then I start having a third, like, you're having this dialogue, but then you start having this extra one, and you're like, all right, maybe do this, And then this other guy, this is a third dialogue. He's like, you haven't done that. You haven't even practiced that. You haven't even read that.
Why? This is not the time, and you're already halfway through it.
And there's another guy. You're kind of still bombing. Stick to and then this guy is just like, now he's just crowd working.
Yeah. I always say, like, I feel like there's like this little dude in my head that's just daring me to say stupid shit, and I'm just like, okay, like that's all that's coming out of my mouth. That's it. Yeah.
Since you try to live by the righteousness of Allah, have you never gotten to really naughty material?
I don't even write bad material, bro. Bad for me is like I'm cursing. Yeah. Like that's where, because I find so much funny in so many things.
Yeah.
That like for me, like that's the worst joke. Okay, this is the dirtiest joke I have.
Yeah.
This is the filthiest that I get.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this was the first joke that I wrote too. This was actually the first joke. This is the joke I wrote with Shane. Okay. And the joke was essentially like, I'm in America and there are certain last names I can pick up the heritage of, right? Like, oh, if it's like Goldberg, it's Jewish. If it's like, whatever, it's this, right? Patel is Gujarati, right? And then I'm like, and I can always pick up the Catholic names, like Dickinson, Dick and Son, definitely Catholic. That was the worst. That was like the dirtiest joke I ever.
Yeah, it has a little incest.
Right? It's pretty bad.
That makes sense. You wrote that with Shane.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Yeah, it's really his.
But after, other than that, like my jokes are, they're clean. Yeah.
I try, I want to get back to writing clean jokes. I started writing clean material. Yeah. Because someone told me you can get booked more, and I was getting booked as a fresh comic. I was getting booked at Comedy Cabaret all the time. Nice Christian club, I was doing a lot of Indian accent, which is not good to me. But I was starting. I was just starting out. I was just starting out, and then I started doing comedy later at 1 a.m. in Philly at certain bars, and my clean shit just wasn't
This one let's go out the window.
I was sober and the people didn't like it, and I was tired, and I was like, oh, is this what you want, just dicks and pussies? And then one night they were like, yeah. I was like, all right.
That's how it is, dude. Yeah, that's why you will never see me in those environments. I think whatever comes to you, right? Whatever's your natural
I don't even know what's my natural I spend so much time lost now, Usman. How do I how do I know who is my tone? You know,
just be your comfortable self. Dude.
Look at my comfortable. Like, look, I got work pants on, a mullet.
Yeah, if that's what you're comfortable with, man, be you, bro.
No, but it's so confusing to the average person.
But that's who cares?
I don't have.
Who cares?
In 3 minutes, I don't have that to unpack.
Yeah, who cares, bro? Who cares, dude? I don't care. I don't care if my presence confuses somebody. I don't care about that person, dude.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Just do you.
Yeah.
It's funny because, like, people are like, I am in a niche market of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like I do like regular stuff. Like we see each other all the time out, but I do like niche Muslim comedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people will be surprised, bro. We've sold out shows. Like the people that I do comedy with, they've sold out shows internationally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a niche for everybody.
Yeah, you worked with like one of the founding Muslim fathers of comedy.
Yeah. Preacher Moss. Yeah,
that guy was really funny too.
Yeah, they're all so well connected, and like, you'd be surprised, man. There's enough out there for everybody.
Yo, let me ask you this, then we get out of here. If you could have the most perfect day, a lot of people have given me some wild answers, you know? And what's like? I give you 36 hours because some people need more than 24 because they do drugs and party at nighttime. And I was like, oh shit.
All right.
So just open to close, morning to night. You have unlimited money. You know, a jet at your disposal, maybe a yacht if you need it.
Oh yeah.
Go for it.
Well, first and foremost, I would sleep in.
Yeah.
Because sleeping in is majestic, and if I have 36 hours, I have time to burn.
Yeah.
All right. Definitely would take the jet. My wife and I love to travel. I would go. So we've traveled quite extensively, and I think like southern Spain and southern France are some of our favorite places to be.
Okay.
So we would probably go there, go to the Middle East. I'd go to like Makkah or Medina. Hey, you have time. You know, I'd do all that, and I would that's what I would do.
But what are you doing there? Like, what is? Yeah, you're there.
The food.
Okay, you're eating.
Just the ambiance of the places.
You're just looking around, people seeing,
just like chilling there. The weather, the environment. It just makes you feel so alive.
Do you guys like any excursions? Things you like to do together? Zip lining or something?
So we've done all that. Like we've done all the zip lining and the off roading and all that stuff, and that's cool and that has its place. But at the end of it, I think for us, it's like the scenery, the food. Makes everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like we were in Morocco, and one of the things we hate, like the scene was cool, right? But one of the things that we hated was like we couldn't find food.
Oh.
And then we got sick, and so none of the food tasted good to us. So it was like when you don't have those, it's surprising. People are like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to all these extravagant areas and places." It's like, yes, go, but you don't realize how just a simple food can destroy everything. Like I was in the Bolivian desert for 3 days, right, off road. In the middle of nowhere, no cell signal, no Wi-Fi, hot water 1 out of 3 nights.
Okay.
The most beautiful scene you could imagine.
Yeah, I saw some pictures, I think.
Right?
Yeah.
But the food was subpar. And then you're like, you know, I'm in this amazing place. If the food was better,
Yeah, food is a big one. All right, so you guys are big foodies.
Foodies.
Yeah. See, I'm not like really a big foodie. I'm like a food is function, you know?
Oh my god.
Some might say I'm depressed.
Bro, you get food. You need good food.
I love like I'm like
What's a staple Gujarati dish?
Just like dar bath, you know what I mean?
Something with paneer.
Paneer is like what, that cheese, right?
Yeah.
My mom didn't really put much paneer in anything.
Are you guys vegetarian?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I converted in the college.
So then what they eat?
Yeah, like dar bath is like almost like some like fucking
lentils.
It's like yeah, exactly, and like rice, and then you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, Bhav bhaji.
Yeah. Oh, Bhav bhaji. Yeah, that shit is.
Bro,
yeah.
Bhav bhaji is so good.
There's a bunch of shit we ate. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of like vegetables that are just fucking mashed down.
Kali dal.
Yeah, all that shit.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. But when you're traveling, have you ever ridden a horse?
Yes.
Okay, so and I seen you ridden a camel.
Yes.
So what's a
It's racist, bro. I know you heard the camel.
No.
How is a horse a question and the camel's like, I know. You don't even have to answer it.
Okay, I'll tell you what. When I was creeping through your Instagram, I only seen pictures of camels.
Yeah. That's because recently, yeah. I guess I don't have any videos of me on a horse.
Okay, so which animal is easier to ride, Usman? And we'll get out of here.
Oh, definitely a horse, dude.
Okay,
camels are so like freaking lumpy, bro. It's tough.
What is the personality difference between both animals?
Camels are just like giant. Like they're just like lanky cows, bro. They just don't care. You know what I mean? A horse has like a personality. They have a mood.
Oh, right?
Yeah. So they're a little different.
Yeah, camels like kind of like Eeyore, just like
camels are just like, yo, we chilling.
Yeah.
Let's just keep going.
Can you hear the water in their humps?
Yeah, no, you can't.
Is that where they store their water? Apparently.
Yes.
Oh, but really, you put your ear to it? No, I've always
I
wanted.
actually never did put my ear to a hump of the camel.
God damn it!
Yeah.
All right, next time because you're gonna do it again, obviously.
Dude, my dream is like to have a house where, you know, like the living room area is a whole glass window to the backyard and have a pet camel.
How
sick would that be?
That'd be
bro?
very sick because I have a similar dream of having a cow.
Yeah, okay. That's cool. That's awesome, bro. We should be neighbors, dude.
And then our cow and camel can hang out.
Bro, that's the most Indian Pakistani thing I've ever heard in my life, dude.
And we'll solve fucking world problems. All right, brother, tell them where to find you. Let's get out of here.
All right, yeah. So you can follow me on my Instagram at Usman Habib. We are touring the nation on Halal Hilarity. On my Instagram, I'm going to post everything about that. So just stay tuned.
Hell yeah, brother. Thank you for coming through.
Absolutely.
This was awesome. Deuces. Love that.